The weight of the moment that we're in. When you've spent 20 years training your mind to look at the big picture, you develop a sense of shift in your atmospheric pressure, if that makes sense, long term, before the storm ever even arrives. Right now, I can feel it, and I know you can too. You may be feeling a loss of gusto, the word I keep using lately. It's a pervasive exhaustion. It feels like digital world is hollow. Like the information on the consume is synthetic. I'm here to tell you that you're not crazy. You're sensing phase 1 of a historical operation change. Yesterday, Monday, May 18th, the signal didn't just shift, it glitched. The president published a series of AI-generated images that should have broken possibly the internet. But instead, they were kind of met with a strange kind of collective shrug. Me too. Let's look at the images for what they actually are. And one, he's walking side by side, literally, with a traditional kind of looking gray humanoid. The alien skin is like too smooth, just so to say. Almost indecent. Limbs are shackled in handcuffs that look like they were rendered from, I don't know, a high budget movie or maybe low. It's hard to say. In another, he's in a futuristic space command center, Space Force, hovering over a glowing red button, seemingly looking like it's going to launch maybe ballistics into the atmosphere or wherever it's going to go. This aesthetic of the unreal is a psychological tool, just so you know. When the leader of the free world posts AI schlop, just 11 days after his own Department of War, right, released thousands of declassified UAP files, right, under the Pursue protocol. It's not an accident. It is the managed reality, right, by blurring the line between disclosure and the delusion that they're making impossible for your brain to distinguish a leaked truth from maybe a generated lie. At this point, maybe you can, but maybe not soon. So we officially hit 35% threshold. Over a third of the internet is AI generated. This is semantic contraction in real time. The friction machine is being calibrated to make you stop trusting your own eyes. But why the absurdity right now? Because while the world is distracted by shackled aliens, the most significant financial transaction in our decade just happened in the silence. Wednesday, May 13th, the Senate confirmed Kevin Warsh as the new chairman of the Federal Reserve. He officially took the seat just 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Now, if you don't know Warsh, you need to. He was the youngest Fed governor in history. And he is the hawk in the truest sense of the word. He isn't the status quo guy. He has called for a regime change within the bank. He is set to aggressively shrink the $6.7 trillion balance sheet. For the last decade, we've kind of lived in an era of free money. I'm going to call it that. Fueled the tech schlop, internet, and the synthetic bubbles we see today. Warsh is here to pull that plug. While the administration claims they aren't building a CBDC, they are currently pushing, definitely, a massive expansion of FedNow to handle cross-border payments. This is the kind of backdoor digital currency. A coin you buy on an exchange, just the pipes that the banks use, okay? When the pipes are digital and instant, well, they become a financial kill switch. That red button in the president's image isn't just a military threat. I believe it to be a symbol for the power to switch off the ledger instantly. They're giving you a maximum transparency in the sky to hide the maybe transfer of sovereignty on the ground. They want you distracted by the simulation while they recognize the plumbing of the world's money and the $84 trillion integrational wealth transfer. They point to the stars so you don't notice who was buying the soil beneath your feet. Consistency is our only leverage. The simulation, it wants you isolated, but the physical world is still ours. That doesn't glitch. Gold doesn't have a back door. The 1660 wreckage at the Jupiter Inlet is a node of truth that no AI can overwrite. If you can hear this and my intent in my voice, you are the signal. Come in gusto. Let's use that word. If you're still real and refusing to be optimized, I'm Erin, by the way. I'm dedicated to mapping the shift. I'll see you in the next one.